Hi, welcome back to Pirate Radio Broadcast Football. Fast Talking Eddie, Mr. Pete here. We got the Texans. Coach Tom Landry brought back from the crypt, straight out of the cemetery. Wow, let's not go there. H.T. Bomb is here. Quarterback. No, you sure don't. Never mind. Let's look at the awards. Dak Prescott, Dallas Cowboys, NFC offense top player. 4 passing touchdowns, 26 rushing yards, 6 carries, 1 sack, 287 passing yards. AFC offense, Andrews of the Ravens. NFC defense, Cox of the Eagles, and defense, Watkins of the Texans. Wow, for the first time, we've seen Dak Prescott getting his proper respects. Comments, suggestions, opinions, anything, people? Oh, no, I got nothing to say about that. Well, Dak Prescott got himself a 4-year deal. What do you all think about that? Well, I'm happy for him. I mean, the Cowboys, that's the direction they want to go. He's their quarterback. So they got nobody else that they think can be a quarterback. I mean, I think that's nonsense. I mean, every quarterback has a potential to be a gem. But when nobody has confidence in your potential gems, then you just stay with what you think is your quarterback, quarterback for the next 4 years. Is this like a anti-Dak? Oh, no, it's not an anti-Dak. It's too complicated for the Cowboys organization to change the Cowboys system, which is geared game by game by game by game. Win or lose. They have no idea if they're going to win or lose the game. So Dak is it. They got the system that is geared for it. And right now, Dak is it. He's the quarterback. It's a system that is, since the last time they were at the Super Bowl, they're not Super Bowl contenders. They're not playoff contenders. They're just game by game by game by game. They have no idea. Unlike the Buccaneers, where Tom Brady will say, we're going in there, and this is what we're going to do. This is what we're going to try to do. This is how we're going to attempt to do what we think we need to do. That's my attitude. When I'm in there in the huddle and I'm looking at the defense, I'm maybe in the huddle, but I'm looking at the defense and I'm looking at every player, and I'm trying to see who's doing the most talking, who's doing the listening, who's looking around, who's kind of unattentive, who's just, come on, let's get on with it, who's impatient. I look at the psychology. I'm looking at everything that's going on at the defense and what they're doing, how they're doing it, why they're doing it, and basically okay. I think we lost AC Bomb. He just walked out in mid-conversation with himself. All right. That's all right. Offensive coordinator. Coach, tell me if we've got a plan for TJ Watt this week. I've been losing sleep all over this guy. And the coach says, slow him down. And I guess that's all they can do, is they're up against the Steelers this week. Players ready to negotiate. I wish HD Bond didn't just walk out of here, because we got a question like, all right, Bobby J, what do you think about this game? I think this game is the Texans to win. Really? Yeah, I think the Texans have a shot at winning. Why do you say that? Well, the Steelers are not what they used to be. Um, I just don't think the Steelers are what they used to be. I think the Steelers aren't what they used to be. Okay. Don't want to elaborate that. They're not what they used to be. Okay. Is that it? That's all I can say. They're not what they used to be. They're just there for the moment. Okay. Thank you for your observations, Bobby J. My observation is the same thing. I think we've been seeing a very laid-back, stealth baby angels. And especially Jake and Ishmi, they haven't been seen. They're on the roster, but so are all the baby angels, but we just haven't been seen here in like we used to last season. So that's kind of unusual, you know. Okay. So the Texans, what do they want? I mean, there are two quarterbacks, top quarterbacks up for grabs. Weston and Robinson, Texas Tech and Boston College. First rounders. And it's also Antoine George and Jamal Mitchell. So there's got a lot of quarterbacks out there in the top 10. What do they need? I mean, if let's say, for example, H.T. Bond decides he's going to come back, and he's feeling he's up for the challenge. He'll be back as a Texans quarterback next season. Then maybe they don't need a quarterback. That is, unless H.T. Bomb is so dysfunctional that a backup quarterback that's exceptional. So this is the problem. How do they know? How do they know? So right now, what they really need is focus on defense. And they'll worry about quarterbacks at some other time. Halfbacks, well, right now they got Baby Angel Zeus, but looks like they're going for defensive players. And that's where they're putting their stock in for next season. For now, it's the Steelers and the Texans. But like I said, we haven't been seeing much of Jake and Ishmi. They've been kind of keeping a very low profile, you know. But we'll see in this game if Jake and Ishmi step it up, or they just maybe they're just waiting for the right moment to step it up. I don't know. But so far, it's been Charlene Pinky Goober, Slam Dunk Gomez, Georgie Skeleton. They've been like up there in the forefront. And there's been talk Juju Smith-Schuster might be traded. I don't know.
Today, from Heinz Field in Pittsburgh, it's week 3 of the NFL on EA Sports. The Pittsburgh Steelers taking on the Houston Texans. The emergence of a turnovers running down and locking it at the Steelers in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. This is the scene just a few moments ago as the Pittsburgh faithful were firing the hometown Steelers taking the field. They're all set as they match up with the Houston Texans. With Charles Davis and Brandon Gordon, Charles, we look at this Steeler ball club entering play. It's an early test here for 2 losses to start the season. In a game, they're not able to win. There's no way that they really don't today. Not many teams make the playoffs. That's the first one as well. They had 2 losers last week, so they're also hoping to get back in the win column. Something's got to give in this one, right? The teams want to start a new story. They both want it to be a victor. They should be a victor. So now come the Texans for their they were running for their 6-4 quarterback. Well, his ratio is different. His quarterbacks are very excited about the 3-to-1 ratio, but he's in the right direction.
Alright, we're going on with the game. I mean, I'm going to say this about how sketchy the Cowboys are. They gave up an opportunity to go after J.J. Watt, who's now been signed with the Cardinals. They wanted Dak Prescott instead of J.J. Watt. I mean, come on, man. They need a strong experienced defensive player, and J.J. Watt, they gave him to the Cardinals. They let him walk. There's no guarantee Dak Prescott will be anything but, as H.T. Baum said, game by game by game. Dak Prescott cannot guarantee the outcome of a game. He is not a game changer. He is merely one member of the spoke in the wheel. He is a member of the wheel. And at any given time, he can be intercepted, and there's nothing he can do about it. At any given time, he can be sacked, and there's nothing he can do about it. At any given time, Dak Prescott is at the mercy of the defense, and there's nothing he can do about it, except hope that his receivers catch the damn thing, and, it's up in the air, the outcome of the game. He is not the it quarterback. He is one member of the entire team. And the team reacts to him instead of the team making things happen. He is the team leader. And I don't know about that. Not in today's NFL, where you got defenses who are out to be game changers. And they're just ready to, boom, mess up the entire system of the Dallas Cowboys. Game by game by game.
3 interceptions, no touchdown passes, and he had the 1 TD pass in that game. So he's trying to turn that around, and the Lakers keep the lead out the way.
1st and 10, and kind of taking their lead away with the ball. 3 tight ends are out there. And Giants check his right in the air. That's the play. The result here, the pickup of 8. Moves over to number 1. 2nd down.
8 yards on the pickup, brings up 2nd and 2 at the 33-yard line.
18 yards.
We're starting to see some consistency being established here, because if you do it once, some people might count it as a fluke, but if you do it a second time, you're starting to think maybe he's got it going. And that's exactly what he's going to be doing.
Taken in. Now we're the 1st down pick of the 8.
Complete to number 8. And 8-yard pickup. 1st down, Texans.
After the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before you get a good head of steam going.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. From the shotgun, they look to throw. And we take him down, but not before he gets pinned into the territory.
Complete to number 5. A gain of 13 yards.
That catch now
And
puts him
the
on the
Texans,
1st
down.
It's his 499th reception. Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 46. Again, a try throw. Not much there.
Complete to number 31. A gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 9 at the Steelers' 45-yard line.
The Texans first down as they're able to get the 3 yards. A fresh set of gain of 13 yards. There for the Texans.
1st down, Texans.
Keeping that opening drive alive. They're in plus territory, that part of the field where you really want to convert on 3rd down. They did.
Big time pickup for them, and now I think the aggressive play callers think to themselves, this part of the field, I take my shot at the end zone, because the closer you get to the end zone, the field gets condensed. It makes it a lot tougher to run those routes. You still got a chance to actually run past people over there. Take your shot at the end zone where you're going to be going the distance again.
Action fake. They get the throw. And it's deep across the 2-line. It's going to be
Okay. Now, I just got text by HT Bum. He said that he wants to explain what happened. He was going to pass it to Puckster, Chucky, baby angel Chucky, the Puckster, and it all fell apart. As you can see, Puckster is right there, number 42. He was going to get the football. And according to H.T. Bond, he lost track of where the puckster was. He lost him. So he's trying to look for him. And there's the puckster right there. He's like, I'm right here, you know? And look, that's what happened. The puckster got knocked off. You see, he's looking for the football. He runs into a Steeler, and he's knocked off. And H.T. Bomb is like, oh no. He can throw it to the puckster, but Chucky is gonna not get any yards. So now he's got to look for somebody else. And so he's like, okay, who do I throw it to? And by the time he's like looking for somebody, it's too late. That was a play that was disastrous. So H.T. Bomb texted me, wanted to explain to everybody what happened.
The sack will be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. Down the middle of the field.
Complete to number 1. A gain of 10 yards.
At this first
And
move,
it's
they're being
third down.
Really confident too, because they're not trying to prove them with running plays, throwing it, and they're being very successful right now.
Alright. Looks like they're making some adjustments.
As we step aside here in this first quarter. A long way to go, hitting on 3rd down for the 8th play of the drive. Now a shotgun snap as they look to throw. This is going to be caught. He won the point from a football. He's going to have the Texans use the ones that are able to get the football to 22 yards.
First down, Houston.
First down. By knowing the pass experience, before you actually play a game, you visualize what's going to happen. And I don't know anyone who doesn't visualize themselves being in the center of what's going on. And 3 catches for him here in the early going. He's got to like the way this is started.
Absolutely. 3 catches on any drive is good. Opening drive, that's a turn set. 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Inside the red zone here, they look to throw. And it's inside the goal line. It's up by the right safety. Big job. Turnover there as these guys are going to field play. Here the Steelers taking it big.
The Steelers take over 1st and 10. We're leading their own 20-yard line.
Interesting thing in the research packet that we have for last week's game. It's all on me now. I got to lead my team and find a way for us to win a game. 0-2, but they're at home. I guess he's going to try and find a way to get the home farm out the way.
Big bet on the Steelers with a 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. First kick at the 2018 goal James Conner.
Number 30, James Conner, the ball carrier, brought down at the 23-yard line. It's a pickup of 3. Brings up second and 7.
61 yards. We can remember last time we did a game, the coach didn't talk about establishing the run first. But they've lost 2 straight games, so they still want to do that. But they've got to have some contingencies, some other options. I expect they're able to throw it a little bit to open up things and maybe run it a little bit more later in the game.
Now second and 7 from the 23.
Complete to Jalen Samuels. 11-9 on the play. Brings up third down.
On the offensive side of the ball, I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
Yeah, it was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets out of it. That's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
Well, that second down completion, something of a disaster, and now they're left with 3rd and long. He's going to get this to about the 20, but then the 20 is short of the ground. They got
7. It's 4th down.
They see the 2018 version of this shot, man. 66 catches for 50 with the 13 touchdowns. And that was good number 2nd in the league. And it was close. It was still like the 3rd of the tight end. Ebron was the guy.